Oh my god. That's a hard question.
Don't vote for Donald Trump. Don't do stuff like that.
I don't know. I don't care.
Wanna take a trip in my spaceship? Well, no spaceship today, but at least we got a pretty good car for a pretty long road trip. I'll tell you more about it soon. We could start by saying that we are going south, but first we are going north to pick up Anna from her work. And now we're going south, for real. A lot of traffic, but we are going to do something that I think I've never done before. Seeing one band 2 times in the same weekend. And you have Johanna there. Anna, here. What are we going to see?
Alice in Videoland.
It survived, and we survived the drive. It was long, and now we're a little bit too late. But what's going on for this weekend is that we're going to see Alice in Videoland tonight and tomorrow. And the best thing is that tomorrow we'll actually get to meet the band as well, and you will as well. But now, let's get ready. And just one more thing. Look at our pretty hotel room. This is on the student deal, so I thought we would get something really shitty, but it's actually pretty cozy. We're on the street level though. If there is a fire, we are safe. But now we need to get ready. I need to get rid of this. Okay, that's it. Minimal effort, but we gotta go pretty soon, saving the effort for tomorrow. So for those of you who don't know, Malmö is the 3rd biggest city in Sweden.
Yay!
And we've been driving 600 kilometers down south now. This better be good. And I'm quite sure it will be. This place is super cozy. Let me show you around. It's also very dark. You know when you go to a concert and one of the bands playing, you've never heard them before, but it's just awesome. This is it. Okay, no time to show you around. The guilt, they came in between, but now in like 3 minutes it's Alice in Videoland. So stay tuned for that. That you compete on what they're going to play. I didn't want to, but I have to admit that I kind of did. It was way too short, but super good. I'm super happy. Tomorrow is the day when we get to see them again. So let's dance the night away and aim for tomorrow, I guess. I don't know what to say. Ciao. You know they're doing it right when the after party is at the falafel place.
When they're dancing and making your food.
And throwing the falafel on the falafel. Well, so This is one of the to-dos. If you're ever in Malmö, you need to eat falafel. But anyway, quick review of the party.
It's so nice.
The concert was great.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And the Too Cute to Puke club was...
Very good.
It was good.
It was so good.
I've never seen so many people looking so happy at the party. I don't know, it wasn't really my music.
It wasn't my music either. It's pretty
But
much
people just
pop.
looked so happy, so...
I'm so happy, so I just had to dance.
Yeah. Be happy.
Yeah.
And food. I think that when you listen to a band for so long, they kind of become part of your life. I've been listening to ALICE in Videoland for about 10 years. And I saw them for the first time at Arvika Festival in 2010. One of the most influential, one of the most important things that I did while still a teenager was going to that festival and seeing them there. I think that even permanented this band as part of my life. I mean, they've been with me through good times and through bad times. I remember one time when I sent a CD. It was the Maiden Voyage or Maiden Voyage album, and I sent the CD to a girl that I was in love with, and I said, listen to track number 10, I think. It's the Sweet Thing song, and it goes like this. Well, they've been with me for a long time, but anyway, enough talking. Let's go to Gothenburg, see them again, and meet them tonight. You'll get to meet them. Let's drive. Look at this! I'm in the back seat! Woohoo! And Johan is driving. I'm not driving for once in a while. This feels totally crazy. There is so much space here. I need to show you the facilities. Look at this. Right between your legs you have this big thing where you can regulate the climate controls. And down here, look at this. You have a plug if you want to electrocute yourself. No toilets. And look at this. If you want to stay in the darkness, there are shades. Pretty cool. Anyway, we are on the way to Gothenburg, Göteborg also, as it's called. I'm excited. Look at this. It's huge. It's huge. I think I need to write this on my list of qualifications for future friends. If you have a driver's license, it's a plus. It's a plus. So we can go on road trips without just me driving, as it always is. You almost have your own dance floor back here. Too much space. So much. Super dark, but here it is. I'm sitting here at the backstage area with ALICE in Videoland. I'm doing my research now, so I thought how to introduce this band that I've been following for 10 years. And I think that the best way is to say that you are the self-proclaimed world's best band of electropunk.
Yeah, I think you kind of invented the word.
Electropunk.
Yeah. I mean, there were no electropunk band when we started.
Yeah.
There were no, like, you couldn't Google electropunk and nothing came up. And you were like, we're a mix of electro and punk, so we're kind of electropunk.
Yeah, I think it describes the music very well, because it's the great mix of attitude and the electro that I love. I've always been a big fan of electro and synthesizers and those sounds, but also the attitude that you bring into the music. So my first question that I would like to ask you is that, so you're doing electropunk or electroclash. I've seen that some people have described you as. So how did it come that this was your choice of genre, and what would it have been if you didn't choose to go with this style?
I mean, we didn't choose this style. Kind of. I come from more like a rock and roll background, but I listen a lot to electronic music.
Yeah.
But I was playing the guitar, and me and Kalle started making the music, and like he's from the synth scene.
Yeah.
So he like kind of brought that aspect more into. I was more electro, punkish, and he was more like the synthesizer.
Yeah.
With more that background, and then you came along pretty soon in the mix.
Yeah.
And you were a producer, and you played the live drums, and
Yeah.
that kind of also brought the
Yeah,
Live
the live instruments definitely adds
Yeah.
to the flavor.
So it just happened.
It just happened.
I think that's kind of pretty common with music in
Yeah.
general. Like it just happens because it was meant to be, or whatever
Yeah.
you want to call it.
We didn't have guitars from the beginning.
No?
So, but we couldn't really play synthesizers. So we played guitar riffs, but on synthesizers.
But now, when you go live, you have guitar, bass, sometimes synthesizers and guitars. No, guitar, bass, drums, and sometimes synthesizers.
Yeah.
Always synthesizers.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, but not played live. Yeah. Because you're altering between playing
Yeah.
the bass and
Yeah.
playing the
Exactly.
synthesizer.
Otherwise, we had to be so many more members.
Yeah.
We don't want
You
that.
could be 10 people on
Yeah.
stage, and then you can do everything live.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, but I really enjoyed. Oh, okay, this actually bridges over to yesterday because it was me and Anna over there. She's behind the camera. We were seeing you in Malmö last night, and it was a great show. I think you agree. Yeah, she says yes if you couldn't hear it. And it was your first show of the last tour, the final chapter of Alice in Videoland.
Yeah.
How does it feel?
It's sad.
Sad, yes.
Yeah.
A little bit sad.
In a way, it doesn't feel like the last one. I don't know why.
No, no. The thing is, like, we didn't make a big deal out of it. We were just like, yeah, okay, we're gonna go make a last tour. And then people was just like, this is gonna be the last tour. Alice in Videoland's end. They're saying goodbye. We're like, okay, well now it doesn't sound that awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Well, and yesterday there were so many people that were with us from the start.
Yeah. Okay.
So they'd showed up.
Yeah, I
and show their
saw some
support
people like you had to wave around to everyone and
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
have Anders. Like a local fan club is coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there were also people traveling from around the country. So that was very nice.
I think that's pretty cool with you because you have both been doing like international tours, but you also have a very strong local connections within Sweden.
Yeah, I think we've done over 400 shows.
Yeah.
And there must have been 300 of them in Sweden, at least.
I think so.
Yeah.
And that actually bridges me again to next question. You're making the whole work for me. So as this is the final tour, of course, it's my obligation to ask you a couple of questions to have like a look back or like a resume on the things that happened. Do you have any special concert memories to share with me?
Well, which one do we?
We have hard
You
to
can bring
remember
up
the one
3
yesterday.
if you want.
It's like a blur.
No, we were reminiscing a lot yesterday with Kalle when he was in the band. It's hard to choose one.
There's a lot of stuff happening before and after the show.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, you can
kinds of
you should
crazy
choose
stuff.
one each, like one on stage.
But
and
we have a complete Russian tour
Yeah?
that we don't remember. So that must have been a good one.
It sounds like Russia.
Horrible.
I think it was our second tour in Russia. None of us remember a jack shit. So I think that was a good one.
Yeah.
Are we sure it
And
happened?
anything on stage?
I mean, there have been incidents. We were talking yesterday when Kalle was falling over the drums. And he
Yeah,
was like, I'm sorry. And then it was like
Apologizing
collapsed
in the
in the fall,
fall. Yeah.
collapsing all over the drums. And then we had to take a break for like an hour and a half
Oh,
to
wow.
reset the whole stage. And people left.
Oh no.
yeah, that was not a good one.
No.
Yes, for a good one.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Well, the best ones I think are the big ones,
Yeah.
where they're like Avika.
Yeah. Where I saw you the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Vintergatan.
Yeah, and Peace and Love Festival was always amazing as well. And my strongest memory I will bring with me might be our USA tour.
Oh yeah.
We played at California.
Yeah, playing at Whiskey A Go Go.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
I think I've been trying to explain it a little bit to the viewers, like why do you actually fall in love with a band, and for some reason it's like when you follow a band for so long. I mean, we have Anna. She's been with you since 2002.
Wow.
And I've only been with you, I don't know, since 2008, 2009. And then I saw you live at Arvika Festivalen for the first time, at Vintergatan. And it was like, for me, that was such a big experience. It was my first ever, like, big event, my first real concert that I went to without my parents. And I didn't have any friends in the genre at all, so I went to this festival all by myself. And I just, like, found all the people that I used to hang out with for the next 3 or 4 years. And so not only did I experience new cool music, it was also like a big part of my life.
Yeah.
And when this combines, it's like it's something that stays with you.
Yeah, sure.
How nice.
I don't want it to be too long, but the last question before we pass on to the short, super concise question is, what is the thing that you will miss the most now?
Just to hang out with these guys.
Yeah.
It's like a family.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, all the partying and all the just to play with them.
Everything we do is so much fun. Just sitting in the car, you freaks, kind of. It's
And
the best time.
Yeah, and all the great people you meet when
Yeah.
we're touring and stuff. That I think that's the most, because we will never see those beautiful people again. I mean, yeah, but in Sweden, yes, but you know, not in
I'm gonna keep
Europe.
booking this tour forever.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, we need some more shows.
Yeah, just gonna prolong this so-called last tour.
Forever. So now I want to pass on to something that I want to ask you. I don't know if I remember all the questions, but we'll try. I want to ask you a couple of short questions, and I want you to ask as, like, from your guts, as much as you can. So I'm going to do a quick round, a super easy one at first, just to warm you up, and then we go to the hard questions.
Okay.
So coffee or tea?
Tea.
Coffee.
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 Okay.
Yeah, I've changed. Yeah.
And now, I think it's about 1.5 hours before you go on stage now. So if it wasn't possible for you to play a full set and you only got to play one song 10 times, which song would it be?
Dance with me.
It's hard.
Come on. Pass.
No, pass.
She's a machine.
Yeah, I will say She's a Machine.
I would happily enjoy She's a Machine 10 times over and over again. And if you had to change the position with someone in the band, who would you change with?
Drums.
Drums?
Alex.
Bass.
Teoril. Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to play bass then.
You can come up and sing with me.
It seems like you almost got the full band, except guitars. No guitars anymore.
We don't need guitars. We don't need guitars.
I think someone would be very
I would
disappointed
do
if
with
I
it.
started singing in the back.
Yeah,
pads.
the pads. Yeah, they're very important.
I had a fourth question as well, but I don't remember it. So I think that the last question for tonight is: do you have anything that you want to tell the world?
Oh my god. That's a hard question.
In general,
Yeah.
just
Be nice to each other.
Yeah, be
Yeah.
happy.
Be nice.
don't vote for Donald Trump. People. Don't do stuff like that.
I don't know. I don't care.
Do whatever you want to.
Yeah. Live happily.
Okay, so then I say thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with me and have a little chat. And I hope that those of you who are watching this enjoyed it as well. I sure did. I'm looking forward to see you in 1.5 hours, and I wish you the best for your final tour. Thank you so much for these 10 years in my life. I will keep the record for at least 100 years more.
Oh, you're too cute.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And thank you to Anna for filming. Shout out. Since you came this far, I guess you liked this video, so please help me share it with the world. Please subscribe to my channel, and if you even loved it, maybe consider joining the Candy Army on Patreon to support this channel. With that said, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you around soon. Bye.